Here we are, everybody. We are in Charlotte, and we're leading into the four wides. Just came out of a four wide, and now we're heading to ZMAX Raceway for a second four wides. And we have a special guest. They're all special. Rarely do I get one that's shorter than me. Anyway, we are at a place not far from the racetrack called R&R Bar-B-Que. And as always, our crack staff found this. Turns out that they also supply food for the racetrack. So we hit a home run, believe me. They just dropped it off in front of us. We're going to talk about the food.
Oh, yeah.
But first I want to talk about our guests. You know them on the motorcycle. Some of them I didn't recognize you when you first got your haircut.
Most people haven't.
Was it considered a mullet before? Was it a real mullet?
No. I didn't go that far. No, it was just long hair, don't care, kind of that whole persona. Kind of, you know, I don't know. I had it for 10 or 12 years, and the reason I started growing it was because I thought I was going to go bald, you know, like my dad, you know. And when I was 19, my hair.
Even if you did, you're gonna have hair just in the back.
No. I wanted to give it one more shot. One more shot. Like my dad is bald. You know, I mean, a lot of people know Skip around the racetrack. He's my dad, and he drives a bunch of rigs. But my dad's bald. He's been bald since he was in his 30s. So when I saw my hairline go back to here when I was 19, I kind of panicked.
Dude.
And
How old are you now?
31.
You're not going bald.
No.
You're gonna be all right.
I think we're good now. So
you're safe.
Yeah. So
well, in case you haven't figured it out, it's Joey Gladstone, pro stock bike rider. He's about 2 pounds lighter with the new haircut.
Yep.
So it's been like a couple years since you cut it, last year?
Oh, yeah. I've had long hair pretty consistently for the past 12 years. But when Corey got married like 4 years ago, I cut it short. And then I regretted it immediately and grew it back out. But now that I cut it, I wish I did it sooner.
Just the fact you said you could grow it back out, you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Well, okay, first of all, and they just dropped some stuff off in front of us, which I, growing up in California, have never seen in my life. And what do they call it, barbecue slaw?
This is, I think this is tomato-based slaw. I think it's a red slaw, where it's a vinegar-based with some tomato puree in there, and it's good. I mean, all this stuff looks good. Look at this. They got deep-fried corn.
You sound like a waiter.
No, I just know my food. And I know my barbecue growing up on the East Coast.
Good to know, because I got some questions for you.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to get to know him in a second, but how about deep-fried corn on the cob?
Let's give this a shot.
Well, let's wait.
Okay.
Because that's a messy one, which we are going to need. We are going to need towels, lots of towels.
Sorry, I'm hungry.
Wait, who's hosting the show? Anyway.
My bad.
Okay, I'm going to get napkins, but I got some questions for you. And you know, we've got a lot of fans that write in, and don't look over here at my questions, because I don't want you to see what's coming up next.
All right.
But we're going to dig in a little bit. Are you you like your foodie? Do you like the barbecue?
No, I love barbecue. I love good barbecue. Corey and I go out to barbecue. Well, it's with Corey. It's Mexican 5 times a week and barbecue 2 times a week. So.
And now, as a pro stock bike rider, I'm sure your weight's an issue with you constantly on it.
Yeah, it can be. I like to eat what I want to eat, but yeah, weight is an issue. So you got to kind of watch it sometimes.
Or you can just get in a pro stock car.
Could. Yeah, you could.
A funny car.
Yeah. Look at Hagen. You know, I'd love to look like that guy one day.
Right.
You know,
people always say that. They go, "My God, you have to watch your weight." And I'm like, one of the fastest cars in the world the last 10 years. The guy weighs 200.
You ever seen him? You ever seen him before a run when the body's up and he's like getting ready? And the whole car's shaking.
Oh yeah.
Like he's just bouncing his leg and the whole car's doing it.
And it still runs good. So.
Yeah, it still runs good.
Something to be considered there.
Yeah.
All right, I got a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Now, on that note, if you could choose one class other than a pro stock motorcycle that you could hop in, no worries about budget or anything, what would it be?
I'd have to say, you said no worries about budget. That throws a monkey wrench into it because I think it'd be pro stock car, and the reason is I'm going to bring budget into it because with the fuel and the funny car stuff, I'm around you guys all the time. I know how much this stuff costs, and like when I watch you guys go testing and stuff, I know how much each one of those passes cost. Yeah. And like me as a regular guy,
I knew.
Yeah. Oh
now
you own
really
it. Now you own it. Yeah. Now you gotta pay the bills. Yeah. But every time you guys stomp the gas and it's that much money, I'm like, oh, that hurts, you know, because I know what I could do with that much money. But it's all for a reason. It's all relative, you know.
So would you top fuel dragster, or would it be pro stock car?
I think if money wasn't an issue and I had
mod.
No, I wouldn't drive a pro
No?
mod. They're crazy. No, they crash when the parachutes come out.
They are crazy.
You know, I'd maybe a top fuel dragster would be cool. You could see more than like your funny car. I've sat in one of those before. Can't see much. Kind of intimidates me a little bit.
Yeah.
So
You're built like a dragster guy.
yeah.
Fit right
So I'd like to go out there and shake it up with the dragster ranks, but I think natural course progression would be pro stock bike, and then once I get too fat for that, pro stock car, and and then
You already have a 5-year plan.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
it? It depends on how much weight you gain.
no, it's just a natural progression. I'm not losing any weight, so I know I see where it's going. So
All right, now I gotta ask because it was brought up to me, but I would stop looking at my questions.
I can't see that far. I can
Now
barely
the
see
show
tree.
full house. Now, did you even grow up with the show full house?
Yeah, well, it
was kinda in between
It
for
was
me. I
it was in the era, so I didn't hear nothing about it until I went to school for the first time, like kindergarten, first grade kind of deal.
Yeah.
And I came. So this is what my parents told me. I don't remember it, but apparently I came home crying one day because these kids were, and I said, "Why did you name me after that show? Why did this, that, and the third?" And
The dad, one of the dads is Joey Gladstone.
Yeah,
if you
Joey
didn't know,
Gladstone.
and I didn't even know until
Yeah.
somebody brought it up to me.
And the funny thing is that the best man at my wedding, one of my best friends growing up, was my wrestling partner in high school. His name's Jesse. So now to my kids, he's Uncle Jesse. So we got, and to his kids, I'm Uncle Joey.
So can you do the cut? I like how you trail that off. Yeah, you
I
got
thought about getting Dave Coulier tattooed right here. Cut it out. But no, that stuck with me my whole life, and it's kind of tapered off. Now, like when I meet somebody my age, they're like, "Hey, have you ever heard this?" I'm like, "No, I never have."
That's weird.
No.
Must have not
And it's
been-
still even with when NHRA, like after I won last year and stuff, they'll post it and be like, "Oh, wasn't he in Full House or whatever, this, that, and the third?" And it's all in the YouTube comments.
See,
And,
now I'm wondering. Brian Loans is pretty sharp. He
knows.
had to have made a comment.
He knows.
Now that I know, I'm
Yeah.
going to pay attention.
oh, he knows.
He's probably watching this, going, "Yeah, you didn't catch my comment." All right, so let's see. All right, let's get into a little bit of barbecue.
Okay.
What's your go? If you just looked at this right now, what's your go-to? What would you go to the pork ribs, the chicken?
So my go-to barbecue for like when Corey and I go out to lunch and stuff, I normally, like I said, I'm normally on a budget, so I'm normally getting the pulled pork sandwich because it's normally $8-9. Brisket, you're gonna run $12 to $14 for a sandwich. Chicken quarters are I normally, that's probably my second go-to.
Yeah.
But ribs are more of a dinner thing for me. But I like all this that's out in front of me. I'll eat anything here.
Where'd you
I love
grow
it.
up?
I grew up in Delaware and started kind of migrating my way down south as life went on. So, but yeah, it's on the East Coast. Barbecue is a really big deal. And as you start moving down towards the north to the Carolinas, it starts getting towards vinegar-based barbecue sauce like the slaw. And I'm more of a fan of like the mustard vinegar-based stuff. Whereas Texas is, I think, don't kill me if you're from Texas, but I think Texas is kind of a sweet thing.
Yeah.
But
See, this is I'm learning with the wings thing
Yeah.
we did last year. I learned a lot about different parts of the country, and
Yeah.
I'm already learning a bunch with barbecue.
Yeah.
It's so different wherever you're at in the country, the way that it's prepared. And again, this slaw I've never seen. It looked like raw hamburger when they brought it out.
yeah, but it tastes good. Doesn't it?
Yeah. So I
Hush puppies are really big around where I'm from.
love
In the eastern shore of Virginia, where I'm from, hush puppies they run rampant. So
what's in a hush puppy?
this is deep fried cornbread essentially, and everybody has their own different little take on it. But yeah, you make little cornbread balls and you deep fry them, and they're delicious, fantastic. But
All right, there you have it.
You know why they call them hush puppies?
Huh.
This is myth stuff, but apparently the cooks used to take balls of dough out back in the day. They used to take balls of dough, throw them in the deep fryer, and throw them out to the stray dogs in the back and say hush puppy. That's kind of the deal.
Wow.
Yeah, you find these all over the East Coast.
Do you?
They're good.
To get them where I live in California, you got to go to Costco.
Yeah,
All right, let's get a rib,
yeah. Let's do it.
and then I'm going to go to my next question,
Okay.
which something else I didn't know about you. Apparently,
Okay.
you're into bowling a little bit.
Oh, I love it.
Are you good at it?
Yeah,
Are you like
every once in a
Del
while.
Worsham good?
I got to go to Dell's shop. I guess it was his shop. I don't know if they still have it or not.
Yeah.
But I've heard like these legends that they had their own bowling alley at their shop. And finally last year we got to go.
Pretty cool on.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So
And
you're pretty good.
Well,
Got your own ball.
yeah.
The whole deal.
Yep. We I think my career basket. I've never shot a 300. I'm not that kind of bowler, but I've shot 289 and last week shot 266 and stuff like that. But
Have you guys tried to bowl on the road? Like, have you got a
Yeah.
favorite place on the tour that you guys hit a bowling alley?
Well-
besides Worsham's?
No, I didn't really get back into it until this year. Cody Anderson got me back into it. Greg's son.
Oh yeah.
He got me back
He's a
into
bowler?
it. Yeah, he's a bowler. Yep.
He's a good golfer, right?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Very good golfer.
Can he beat you in bowling?
Not in bowling. In golf, he crushes me. But no, he's actually a pretty good bowler too. Like I've seen him shoot over 200 a couple times. But no, I enjoy bowling with Michael Phillips and stuff. I mean, you know Michael Phillips.
Yeah. I didn't know he was a bowler.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, big time, dude. Big time.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. He's a hustler. Bowling alley
Is
hustler.
he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't look like a bowler.
He hustled the guys at
He looked
Worsham
like
Shop.
a baller, not a bowler.
Yeah. He hustled the guys at Worsham Shop last fall.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
That's funny. All right.
Are you a golfer?
I'm all right.
You all right?
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it.
You know who's a good golfer?
I'm okay at it.
Polachek.
Is
Scotty
he?
Polachek. Yeah, he's a good golfer.
See, I wouldn't picture that either. I like
He's a
playing
good
it, but
golfer.
I'm smart enough to know that it ruins it. It can be a perfectly great day, and it just ruins me if I don't play good.
Yeah.
I don't like that. So, all right. Let's see. Favorite track on tour? Oh, you can pick one. And I hate this question when I get asked because I got favorites.
Yeah.
You love the whole event, or you love the track?
I'd say that's kind of catch-22 for me because it's not on tour for this coming up year. Virginia Motorsports Park was my favorite track because it's perfectly flat. The shutdown area is 1 million feet long, and it was right by my house for a long time. And there's a great Italian restaurant right down the road. I love that place. Now that that's off the tour, I'd probably say it's probably a tie between here, Charlotte, and Sonoma. Sonoma's beautiful. I love just the whole part of it. How everybody goes fast there. You know, our motorhomes are parked at the top of the hill. You can oversee the racetrack. You know, because you park there and
wake up, have coffee in the morning, just look out.
Yep, look down over everything, and they've got killer breakfast burritos there.
Yep.
And one fun thing that we do as a class, at least in the Pro Stock bike class, some of these tracks you know the shutdown area is uphill, right? And kind of like Vegas and stuff like that. And you can kind of roll if you don't stop your bike, you're going to kind of roll down towards the pits again.
Yeah.
So Sonoma's like that. You cross the racetrack and then you go down this road course, right?
Yeah.
And you don't need anybody to push you back all the way back to the pits. So a lot of us Pro Stock bike guys will put the bike in neutral, we'll get in our tuck, and we'll race down the hill.
NHRA doesn't get on you for that?
They don't know. No.
man.
But
We do. I get in trouble. I got an email saying
Really?
a cease and desist. Yeah, they did not like that. That's cool. How far can you make it? Can you make it
almost back to the pits.
Oh, really?
Almost back to the pits. Yeah. If no sportsman cars come out and get in your way, you can make it almost back to the pits.
The thing about that track, I've been, we tow back on that way, is people come out of those porta potties along the way.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful.
You're just going along, I can't even hear you.
No, you don't want to smoke somebody coming out of the porta potty. But no, Sonoma's great.
So Sonoma's your favorite?
Yeah, I'd say. As far as touring now, they
How about a track that you guys don't race at that you want to race at?
Brainerd. They took Brainerd from us. They used to park us bike guys in the grass, and a couple of people didn't like it, so enough complaining went on to where they took Brainerd from us. But everybody that knows what Brainerd is knows why everybody wants to go to Brainerd. It's some of the best times of the year. The last time we went to Brainerd, we drug a bass boat with us, and after qualifying both days, we went fishing and caught pike and brought them back in that fish fry. So I definitely miss Brainerd, and they took Topeka from us this year, which.
That's weird too.
Yeah, that is weird. Topeka last year, we had 700s on the field. And for some reason, nobody had been there in 25 years. No Pro Stock bike guy. And we guessed at a tune-up and nailed 700s on the field. And we were low of the round.
You never say you guessed on your tune-up.
It was an educated guess.
You put in an old tune-up and it worked perfect.
But So the one race that I had that we had everybody covered, they took that. So I wasn't too happy about that, but it is what it is.
So we've seen you out helping Greg Anderson's team here lately, last few races. I kind of got the scoop before we went on the air, but just hanging around the shop and being a part of that. Next thing you know, you're asked to show up at the races, and what's it like standing behind? I mean, come on. I won whatever race it was. I was lucky enough to be there and stand next to him when he won his 100.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool. But to think of the career that he's had as a crew chief back in the day when I was coming up, he was Lauren Johnson's guy. That was cool. And to watch him win all those races, 100 races. What's it like standing behind that car or working on that car?
For me, it was incredibly rewarding and incredibly nerve-wracking at the same time. So how it all happened was we're now a part of KB Racing, right? So the people that I work for acquired a pretty large portion of KB Racing. And so with that being said, now I'm there. I'm at the shop, right? I'm a part of it.
Your bike's there too?
Yeah, my bike. Yep. Corey and I moved our bike operation from Virginia down to KB Racing, and we're working in the shop. We're around these guys every day, right? And one of the guys had some medical issues, so he had to take a three race absence, and it just coincidentally worked out to where I wasn't racing those next 3 races. So it was actually Cody Anderson. He was like, man, we need some help. It's like, would you be interested in doing it? And I couldn't say yes fast enough. Yeah, of course I'll do it. I'm available. I want to do it. So not knowing 100% what I'm getting myself into, but I know I can handle it kind of deal. And the next day we went testing there's a drag strip right next to our shop, Mooresville.
I saw that. We went there for the first time the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yep.
Never been.
Yep. So we went there and we went testing. So now I'm working on a race car. No big deal, right? I'm just working on a race car, doing my job. And then we get to Phoenix, and it kind of sinks in. I'm working on Greg Anderson's car. I'm putting the wheels on. I'm tightening all the bolts up. I'm making sure everything's right. Making sure his wheelie bars aren't cracked, all this stuff, keeping track of this stuff. And it sinks in, this is Greg Anderson's car. I better make sure I don't mess up. It's not just me. If I'm working on my own bike, if I mess up, it's on me. But I don't want to mess up the winningest.
You fly out and all of a sudden they go into a slump.
Yeah.
Thinking, oh no.
Right. So now
It went pretty good though.
It went. Yeah. Nothing fell off. So I felt accomplished but to work with those guys, such an influential group of people that have so many race wins and know how to do pro stock so well, it was a life-changing experience for me. To go from watching it on TV and dreaming of one day being there, eventually, that's always the goal, to be there.
Have you sat in the car?
I sat in it. Can't see anything.
Can you reach the pedals?
No. I sat in Camry's car. I can reach the pedals, but no.
Yeah, I always wondered staging and all that, because I couldn't reach the pedals in this car either.
Yeah.
But just it's such an art, the way they do the burnouts and the way clutch everything's got to be perfect.
Yep. Set the brake pressure just right.
Yeah. People don't have any idea that whole process.
Yeah.
If it gets out of whack, you lose half a tenth.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's skip the chicken for now.
Okay.
I want people at home, when you come to this race, we're going to be back here in September for our playoffs. Are you guys here for that? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
And like I said, it's 13 minutes from ZMAX Dragway. R&R, and we're going to come back for sure.
Oh, come back
and hang
it's
out.
badass barbecue.
Yeah. So we're going to dig into this thing that they brought out, which is the barbecue slaw. For those on the West Coast, I'm going to show you because it looks like raw hamburger to me. That's it there. But it tastes like sweet coleslaw, and you're supposed to take a little bite of the pulled pork and a little bit of the barbecue slaw, which doesn't look right still, but tastes amazing.
It's badass.
What a good mixture.
It was good.
I can't believe that's coleslaw, that color.
Right?
Mac and cheese, of course. It's good barbecue when it looks like that. Right?
Yep. And we had the
See,
chef.
there's 3 pounds right there for
Oh,
you.
yeah. No, this is not doing well for my pro stock motorcycle dream.
Are you big time working out?
If I lose by 1,000 this weekend, this is why.
All right, so we're going to finish eating. I want to thank you for joining me.
Absolutely, buddy. Thank you for having me.
Just want people to get to know you a little bit more. I want to get to know you a little bit more.
Never thought I'd be here sitting next to you, so this is pretty incredible.
I didn't think I'd be sitting here either. But thanks again. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Did we get to share a winner circle last year? We have not. You kept winning when I didn't win.
No,
You win, you didn't.
The
You guys had a hell of a year.
funny car winners I think I've won with were Tasca and Sonoma. I think Height won and Reading.
We're going
And
to rub it in.
And,
You gonna go down the list of everybody but me right
yeah,
now?
no. Well, I mean, we're gonna
I'm
get
sitting
one
right here.
We're gonna get one together maybe this
All right,
weekend.
cheers. Here's to you and I sharing a winner's circle,
Let's do it, buddy.
and then we can say the barbecue helped us do it, right?
Yes, sir.
So there you go. It's Q&A with Caps, your Z-Max 4-wide edition, and we'll see you this weekend.
Thank you,
Cheers.
guys.